the update through the Ministry of Energy eba amana kwa koye hu kakra ne say as we speak now on your screens Akosombo Dam completely shut after GRIDCO substation fire after say eja to ho ema fire service ni other men can say omo aka omo hu bo mu coordinatedly and as omo ka omo hu bo mu ko ho kodum gya no etire no e wo sense bi etimi ekoso as we speak now Akosombo Dam ni nyina a supply power edema some sections eastern region and crying any some part of Volta region no ni nyina yato Akosombo Dam ni mama ebekọ akokose anase besama power outage anase Dumsor asese ekoso yi wan hwe mu ebesa igere because ekoso ama nipa dodo na start omo complaining with omo men kan say omo light edundum na sese yasanso ato Akosombo Dam ni mu no ebema no aye ensem bebre nti Ministry of Energy as we speak now no omo ato Akosombo Dam ni mu nti on your screens you could see say last week now one kind one that is what happened there were GRIDCO eja eto ho ema omo substation baby efa baby eho nyina hye ema ekoye ensem foforo somewhere from last week free ukwiada na bana ebesi ene de due ya me no kasa ide amanfo dodo na yedundum omo nkane a akoye ensem bebre the other side of it is also ECG omo e de abeto anim transformers bi omo replace and also ka ho enti we two troubles one god as ensem yenu na ekoso ebi mu nsiesie a ekoso and as upgrade men kan sa ekoso and at the other side of it and as the major part of it and also so men kan say hu kakra Akosombo Dam me no ka say from the Ministry of Energy omuchemu a yatum amana kwakoye ensem foforo enti GRIDCO almost substation hye nti ama Ministry of Energy omato Akosombo Dam now from the Ministry of Communication and I said the government communications which is led by Felix Ofosu Kwache on his X and as a Twitter and all the information no otu munchine de echemu yes update ni there omo de ebema mo as and when it is necessary on your screens Felix Kwache Ofosu Minister for Energy and Green Transition has asked the CEO of GRIDCO to step aside pending investigations into fire incident at Akosombo Power Control Center. Eti me do ka say opanyi kese a engineer a oda GRIDCO ano ya hye ne say onko no fa na dwuma nto ho kakra na yenhwe eja eto GRIDCO on substation because the padodo na ga na ha oba ha manfo dodo na hu ne say eja eto ho ne de emu orem pa because omonti say yes nyinam nkane a eja betimi atom at any point in time and as bibi betimi asi with the slightest technical hitch no eja ebetimi ato ho but then ebi mu sin nsam no hwehwe aso say ebi mu hu ne say it was some kind of a deliberate action and the man eja no etimi to Akosombo GRIDCO mo substation no etimi no ka say de CEO oda GRIDCO ano Ministry of Energy omo sanso ahye papa no say onfo na dwuma ento ho for some time na omo enye hwehwemu. Also there has been a major shake-up in the leadership of the ECG in the Ashanti region. Enti oko Ashanti region omo did that ECG ko no penifom deda no there has been a major shake-up. Ye be free ho ye bia be ho ya reshuffle kakra ye bia free one department akọ different department ebi mo dodo na nso so ya mo atena fie kakra na yenhwe say ye betimi aye nhwehwemu into some of these niema ekoso yi na yenhwe say omo betimi abo omo humodin na omo replace transformers say de omo edi eto ye nim no as we speak now a major shake up because everyone say eja eto GRIDCO ene na say kan ye dundum no asenkofo bi ehye kire ena sa ne ma no ekoso. Now what is the other update at 2 p.m. tomorrow Minister for Energy and Green Transitions Honorable Jinapo will hold a major briefing on recent developments in electricity distribution. That is a way no and then the day at 2 p.m. as we speak now Honorable John Jinapo or the briefing, a major briefing, and the Emma Timemufo and the press. Say, what is the update? What is currently going on? ECG, GRIDCO, Akosombo, and Kikaya Ama CCA, power outages nationwide. Akwakoye and Sembebre, and no any update. As we speak now, the major outcome of a year honorable John Jinapon ni meeting or yeah and I said the briefing or yeah you know Ochemwa they are going to make sure say omo dey share the be betimi ababonten and make a year me kan say timamufo no who say and let's say momo ho no ba be yensiesie nti ebedum light and then the day and I said then the following day the ba be yensiesie omo nti ebedum light how many days in ebedi and I said how many hours in ebedi ni nyina yensem a Honorable John Jinapon de abeto dwa say that is what is going to happen going forward. No enti ya masa hote ho na yedum light na unhu de wo ye ho ebi mu nam asai ebi mu aduane aka fridge mu ebi mu nuane dodo na asai cost of for esu pa ewo Ghana ha say especially omo as we speak now Dumsor yi ebi aka omo no na director of communications owo ECG ono so e de ensam etudwa we didin Dr. Charles ni ayiku ena ode ensam tudwa na ode ensam bebi atudwa wakasa for meter amanfo so meter yi edwane te say using bolt odwe ho a wonte ase ebi mo so say transformers a ye install no anajo 3 am na ye install transformer. How is that possible? And I said 24-hour economy no I started with ECG now because say yes samo na anajo 3 am amanfo so light adum omonte ase ebi mo so say so we two transformer and I say we start say we hu adwuma I mean so when we are I say the next day no ba beto aso ti na man for who say na light ni dundum na yenko tie papa yi ni nsam ono ngasa di tu dwa talking about nsiesie ekoso any transmitter meter say you talk kan ya na asa no yenko tie doctor ni ayiku ni emra sese.
My question, the people are complaining, everybody including me, we don't have lights. One, if we have lights, our previous are running. If you are done with this works you are doing now, are we going to have stable power supply?
Of course, we are. And don't also forget that after the replacement of the power transformers, we also do the replacement and upgrade of over 2,500 distribution transformers within our communities. You know, from the power transformer, it steps down into our distribution transformers, which we see in our various communities. So after that, we'll move into that. And government has approved the upgrade installation of over 2,500 within our operational areas. So yes, there's going to be stability. Even now, there's relative stability within the system. But we need to improve on that so as to be sure that our customers would not have any challenge with power supply.
Why are meters running more than Usain Bolt?
The meters are not running more than Usain Bolt. We replaced our meters because the previous meters were obsolete. I mean, they've worked for so many years. And as the rule, between 10 and 15 years, are supposed to replace meters. So most of the meters that were running at that time were obsolete. I mean, they were tired, if I should put it that way. So you have to replace them. So these new meters are actually capturing your right consumption. If you have a challenge with your meter running, you can come to this office. We can come and do a thorough audit of your system. Sometimes it could be wiring. Sometimes it could be the earthing. Sometimes it could also be the fact that you've not even seen any routine maintenance when it comes to your entire wiring system within your homes. Some of our buildings are over 20, 25, 30 years. And after a certain time, you must rewire because it can also cause some leakages within the system. So yes.
As PR for ECG, would you say you are doing your work well? I'm asking this because most people complain about the fact that they don't know before they realize the lights are off. Why are you not informing the public well about the times the lights are going to go off?
I mean, let's even look at the beginning of this replacement and upgrade. We've informed the media. Our PR and marketing officers within the communities are engaging our communities. I mean, through the use of announcement vans in the communities. We are posting announcements on our socials. We are engaging our public on all of our platforms. We are engaging them. But of course, there's more room for improvement. Yes.
How long will it take for the installation?
For this, it should take maximum 4 days.
Please go back again.
For the Teshidungwa replacement, within 4 days.
And within the 4 days, what are
or even earlier, because as you can see, a lot of the work has already started. Even started yesterday and early this morning. So we hope that within the next 4 days, it should be better.
And what are we to expect within that 4 days?
Within the 4 days, there are going to be some outages, but that is to ensure that the systems as well as our customers are well protected.
And how long will this outages take?
Between 4 to 6 hours on the average.
Every day?
Oh, it depends on your area. So we've zoned the various communities who will be affected. So at a certain community, yes, you go off within 4 to 5 hours, and then the others will also go between 4 to 5 hours, maximum 6 hours.
Like my question, the people are complaining, everybody including me, we don't have lights. One, if we have lights, our prepays are running. If you are done with this works you are doing now, are we going to have stable power supply?
Of course, we are. And don't also forget that after the replacement of the power transformers, we also do the replacement and upgrade of over 2,500 distribution transformers within our communities. You know, from the power transformer, it steps down into our distribution transformers, which we see in our various communities. So after that, we'll move into that. And government has approved the upgrade installation of over 2,500 within our operational areas. So yes, there's going to be stability. Even now, there's relative stability within the system. But we need to improve on that so as to be sure that our customers would not have any challenge with power supply.
Why are meters running more than Usain Bolt?
The meters are not running more than Usain Bolt. We replaced our meters because the previous meters were obsolete. I mean, they've worked for so many years. And as the rule, between 10 and 15 years, are supposed to replace meters. So most of the meters that were running at that time were obsolete. I mean, they were tired, if I should put it that way. So you have to replace them. So these new meters are actually capturing your right consumption. If you have a challenge with your meter running, you can come to this office. We can come and do a thorough audit of your system. Sometimes it could be wiring. Sometimes it could be the earthing. Sometimes it could also be the fact that you've not even seen any routine maintenance when it comes to your entire wiring system within your homes. Some of our buildings are over 20, 25, 30 years. And after a certain time, you must rewire, because it can also cause some leakages within the system. So yes.
As PR for ECG, would you say you are doing your work well? I'm asking this because most people complain about the fact that they don't know before they realize the lights are off. Why are you not informing the public well about the times the lights are going to go off?
I mean, let's even look at the beginning of this replacement and upgrade. We've informed the media. Our PR and marketing officers within the communities are engaging our communities. I mean, through the use of announcement vans in the communities. We are posting announcements on our socials. We are engaging our public on all of our platforms. We are engaging them. But of course, there's more room for improvement. Yes.
And how long will it take for the installation?
For this, it should take maximum 4 days.
Please go back again.
For the Teshidungwa replacement,
enti Dr. Charles ni ayiku na yekotie ne nsɛm a ɔde etu dwa no kyeremu a as we speak now the nsiesie na ekoso a ɔmo esisa transformers dodo na ɛwɔ Ghana ha sei over 2000 plus transformers na ɔmo esisa no ɛwɔ Ghana ha sei enti so mu wi a benya constant and men can say constant power supplier and no omo ebe serve ye better and also the tuja about meters I run o kyeremu a meters dodo na ache bia che so many years I was say asesa no e say o meter na che na say eno na odi area readings ni ade a ebeba no na readings no e wo form and say sika utua no wo form na ye the new meter bebo ho a eno na manfo complain say omo meter rane omo meter say na credit om to ya san na they are paying more as compared to the previous times no chemu a the new meters na aba no is not enye say edwane say it is Usain Bolt na emom eyamunu nti eno e the actual readings of the actual electricity you see within a period of time yemfa ne se bosome no eno na ma yehu ne se as a meter no edwane na mom se o meter no wo issue bi na hu ne se sika na wotua na bro so abnormal a obetimi akọ electricity Ghana ECG office bia na omo ababehwe na omo aye it may be say wiring no enye papa ana say wo earth no eno so enye papa niema ba ko mienu bi na obobo so eche say obetimi ama ECG fo ababehwe na omo edi amount ye to ansem no so na yakọ Mali. Now, as we speak now, the president of Mali, now the sad news a wom papa ya oda screens issue ono Mali's defense minister. Now papa we free mu me no kasa die we free mu a terrorist and ebo pia papa ni fie a the explosives egu track mu ekosi ni fie a explode ye no papai wafamu ahwe ne nkwane din General Sadio Kamara ono ena no ye defense minister e de Mali for no papai odi ntintiman the back to back coup a ekoso e Mali some 2020 ni 2021 oboa ye ema General Asimi Goita ebe di Mali so no na papai odi muntintiman pass on your screens. Breaking news: Mali's defense minister Sadio Kamara killed amid coordinated attacks. Now coordinated attacks no why mo and a group a friend or Al Qaeda or affiliates are almost so edi Tuareg and this are Tuareg rebels way or targeting all the military bases Mali. It was a coordinated attack almost say all the bases, military bases, especially the northern part of Mali almost say bases ni nyina and asanso the Malian military surrender to Tuareg for no. And as we speak now, the Mali military means because Tuareg for no and making sure say they surrender. Now time wa coup esi Mali no General Kamara making sure say France France for ho nyina and as I can say France military and as France fighters and Mali nyina no ebe yi omu nyina de omu afri ho ti omu yi omu nyina afri ho de Russia for and e ba be share omu anan enti as we speak now Tuareg for so asanso ama men can say Tuareg for no asanso ama Russia for ni nyina afri me can say Mali hono ma surrender to Tuareg for no as we speak now Russia for no every chrome ho and the Mali military is also bowing to Tuareg. As we speak now, the defense of Mali is broken, and no Ama General Asimi Goita, the president, the junta, and as the junta president of Mali, they say they were free chrome ho baby or see as we speak now. That is the sad news. A free Mali Eba. Now Al Jazeera reporting on this particular sad news free Mali Eba no to screens no so na I mean a deeper into what is currently going on because very shocking timemufo mo Mali sesi omo sunu gugem because entokwa ene nkomunim say anu but for them to be able to penetrate in several borders ababe PM was some because ultimately ko PM defense minister fie bombe honoma na che say ensem bebre as we speak now the Mali timemufo dodo na omo ensunu gugem because Tuareg for no omo timi awure ma ababe PM the vital military bases Mali amana kwa koye ensem bebre so that is the update a free Mali and so eba. And he said the candy two Jano. Al-Qaeda affiliates no omo apam Russian fighters no edi omo every northern part of Mali omo so asake base no omo koye nyina Mali omo military mega soldiers and asrafo mo nyina omo apam omo edi omo every ho na baby e frɛ ho Azawadi baby e frɛ ho Azawadi ɛho no baby na Tuareg for no hu ni say so mo bɔ mo sesen ɛwɔ ho enti se see the northern part of Mali baby e frɛ ho Azawadi as we speak now Tuareg for no aji wafa omo aye omo angasa flag now as we speak omo be create omo angasa omo settlement ebe wi ase no mati omo angasa omo kro ewo Azawadi ho no so as we speak now there Mali aye butu because ye hu be a president na fa omo animum penifo dodo na omo share the military regime na se no omo ape baby e de omo ho akanwura na ye be ko ne ekohwe ne ma ekoso Azawadi ho. What is really happening there? And then also you could see how the Russian fighters were fleeing. Because as we speak now there, Al-Qaeda, affiliates, Tuareg, rebels, no, they are taking over Mali. Video no, na
Outside the military camp in Kidal in northern Mali, Russian mercenaries, once feared and portrayed as powerful, driven out after surrendering their weapons to local Tuareg rebels and armed groups linked to Al-Qaeda. Watching, the Tuaregs wave the flag of Azawad, the homeland they want to create in northern Mali. It appears armed groups are achieving what many in Europe are struggling to do: force Russian fighters to retreat.
This Azawadi army is returning to its homeland. We welcome the people here and call on Azawadi people in refugee camps to return. We have driven out Mali and Russian corps.
On Saturday, Al-Qaeda-linked fighters and Tuareg forces launched coordinated attacks across Mali, from Sévaré and Gao to Kidal, Bamako, and Kati, the garrison town where Mali's leadership is based. A Malian military source told Al Jazeera that Defense Minister Sadio Camara was killed after a suicide truck packed with explosives struck his home.
All right, in the Azawadi and the as we speak now, that northern part of Mali Nidia, me no kase die, Tuareg for no aji hono mwafa, or mapamu opia, because the military base no kromaji afa. Ama Russian fighters are now man for suru omo, Mali ho, because said of the kadi tu jano, General Asimi Goita, or buy no pamo France for you no de Russia for baho. Now Russia for in etimi ambo buying kakran Maliwa, or no, and as a Russian fighters no are the base of General Asimi Goita and the regime no more and a bon hobby. As we speak now, if they've been able to break into the Russian fighters and in Mali military no there, they say as we speak now, Oma Pamu Munin every how we saw in the video say Oma Paki Omu Huguba tracks more Omu every Azawadi ho as we speak now, they sure say Omu Ebesim no Makako PM Russia because and some Ekosu Mali no and yet agro. Now Oba Ghana has say ya Ghana Foreign Affairs Minister Ordinano Atumu Chiremu and Yama Ekoswo Mali no enya de omani eje ho with government of Ghana omo send you omo solidarity message e de akwa Mali fo no na omo asanso advice you omo what kind of advice and a Ghana Foreign Affairs Ministry ebetimi e de ama Mali fo as it stands now. So on your screens government of Ghana expresses solidarity with Mali and issues advisory. We a press release and the DA and EBA. 27th April and the government of the Republic of Ghana expresses concern over escalating security situations in the Sahel region and in particular the most recent coordinated terrorist attacks carried out on Saturday 25th April 2026 on several military positions in Mali, including the capital Bamako, which has resulted in the demise of the Minister of Defense General Sadio Camara, as well as some military personnel and civilians. The government of Ghana extends its condolences to the government and the people of Mali at this tragic turn of events and wishes the injured speedy recovery. And a course from Saturday and Sunday, a general Sadio Kamara, free muno Ghana for extend your condolences to the government of Mali. Na yasrese omo April prior both civilians and the top military officials are ebimu April prior ni adini nyina omo ebese say omo they wish them speedy recovery. And you know from the government of Ghana, violence extremism must have no place in our world, and we must step up collectively collective efforts to end this horror. Meanwhile, Ghanaians living in the jurisdiction are advised to exercise caution and limit non-essential movements. We urge you all to maintain regular contact with the Embassy of Ghana in Bamako. Some violent extremism to the extreme said they don't mind taking people's life. No, Adia Ghana, so cry na collectively. The adjoining album said the baby bet me abo omo and I said omaya sani man eta kosono omo ebe kom ho bom na omo abo omo eho ban omo sanso de tudwa say Ghana for amowo Mali, especially the capital, which is Bamako. Mo amowo hono mo Ghana for amote hono obesere say mo limit movement, because as we speak now you nim omo next action and also omo next move enti omo say Ghana for Mobeshena Malimiti movement. As the government of Mali takes necessary actions to control the situation, Ghanaian traders and drivers who ply the routes for trading activities are advised to suspend movements until further notice. The government of Ghana is working in close collaboration with relevant Malian authorities and will provide updates to facilitate the resumption of trading activities in due course. The government of Ghana reiterates its solidarity with the government of Mali and assures Ghanaian nationals that the security, safety and well-being remain paramount. Way to all media houses. Omo di dwafa sa kwan so omo edi free other countries edi be piem e Ghana ha no, way from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs omo chemu enye se omo be yan common suspend the activities ni nyina omo twetwa ne ma so until say calm will be restored in Mali and sana motimi atwa so na modidwa e de afa sa kwan ne so and I say mo amofa Mali no mo betimi edidwa e de afa sa kwan ne so. Nti as we speak now there, Mali is hot and ema e koso ho chemu there's the likelihood that Tuareg foi can take over the country because ema e koso pa on your screens you could see armed cars, armored cars, armed men, rebel team groups omoni nam ho edi juma. As we speak now, say military na timi about to Tuareg especially the northern part of Mali. I just said some no emu rempa Ghana so yedi ano atomo ya send a solidarity message edi akoma Mali for 80 eno any update free Mali by yensa kan yenso yedi emamo ye hwe binti yedi nsam na chini ahwe. When will the president Assimi Goita da ben eno be return? As we speak now on kasa Ombie na no fan sembia ntudwa onye press menkan say briefing bia he's still in hiding. Timemufo dodo na ebisa say where is our president in this hard situation? Yebehwe near the especially the whereabouts of the president. As we speak now, the omun declare baby a president war na yenim say enye den ababa bonten na all the ensem abetudwa na ye nyina ye de bi amamoamahu. What is really going on in Mali? Because Ghana ye nyina West African states no yenyina yesemu bi. What is going to be the impact on Ghana? Ebi ena omo kodi dwa wo ho nyina ya sere se ma omo emfa kwan no so omo make sure so omo suspend the activities bia until set omo ebe calm things ewo Mali. Enti ebe di nsem na chi President Kasa yede nyina be mamo na bohu de ekoso yebe to aso ne aba Ghana ha na yede update nso so efri ha e de ato aso e de amamo na yesa bram update na watwe mu mami oda screens yi ono na ye free zones CEO na ode ensem bi atudwa Dr. Mary Ewuzi ode ensem bi atudwa about Apostle Eric Nyameche ono na ye chairman for the Pentecost Church na ne nsem okafa papa ho ekoye ensem bebre ema impo metimi aka say both MPP ni NDC fo nyina omo eso ma no egu mami so kire say wankasa ye. Now what is coming out from this? Men can say the chief of staff a birthday odi in 60th birthday no papa na kosun wa sorry them ama for do na e kasa fa ho president in making mama na kosun wa sorry them ni 60th birthday o sen kenani je 60 years mama na kosun. On your screens I have forgiven her. She has only made our church and myself more popular. It's where every Apostle Eric Nyamiche, chairman of the church of the Pentecost church papa ni chemo ono the Dr. Mary Uzi or the Bibia channel because ne actions or ne name or no ama ono Apostle Eric Nyamiche were very popular wama eye Pentecost church and also are very popular and you know there ono Bibia say ni trim papa na gasa di nsem to jo kirem se 45 minutes ogina ne na so ekasa ye ewo PIWC ewo Trasako ogina ne na so ekasa 45 minutes wa ma asam ne so na kiremu a ono de acha no na odana simpo se ono angasa wasa ama omo asori no aye popular na chief of staff ene di nkan de acha opa ne koye na acha opa ne mu na papa no osu otini so areho ache no because maame no wama NDC fo nyina so mo nsa yes fom ti enko ne nko tie chief of staff amanfo odwene ho omo ntia se 60th birthday na mama papa yisu enko ne enko hwe ne emra sese.
Let the whole church forgive us. It was just a slip. It wasn't intentionally done to malign our church. I believe sincerely that you will forgive her and forgive us and accept us as your children. God richly bless all of you.
Enti we na akwakoye okonfo kwade o se obonani anisuo enti wa papa yi akwakosun e wa asori dem a day anenka wo senkeye anigye da e de ma eye papa no Dr. Mary Ewuzi CEO de ma Free Zones Authority wa papa yi akwakosun na ne comment ni nyina ne se Apostle Eric Nyamiche de na no akoto galamse ensemu as we speak now was a Pentecost enkronkro bi galamse ekoso ho no omunyai river baptism nti see some of them will create pools, some of them will also use plastic di nsuo agum na omo aye baptism na omo kiremu a galamse no na amasa na ema we nyina papa ko kan se mi ma mi se da bi onti ase na he is wearing a political lens or a political lens and also the political lens be shia no first one omo de ache no na second one bi o san ba dia omo ebe they will deal with him eno anama NDC for do na omo ani anje ho a ama chief of staff akwakosu e wa sorry dem no na Apostle Eric Nyamiche ede ne nsem ono angasa de ne nsem etudwa wa bra na obebom pae de ama chief of staff no kasaye yenko ne entie eye Apostle Eric Nyamiche na yemra sisi.
We want to pray for the chief of staff. As for this lady, she has made me more popular. Yeah, people like that, I don't think about them. Yeah, because she's just made our church and myself more popular. If I held anything against her, like standing here to speak for 45 minutes, I would have said something about her. But I think that we all have our opinions on issues. And so let's just forget about this one. So I've forgiven her. And so don't worry. I want your heart to be to rest and enjoy this day. Yeah. Shall we rise in prayer?
The Apostle Eric Nyamiche Ochiremu chief of staff de ohia e was enkoye ene se enkonje na home anase obompa ye imani wi a onko fie na onko reste onko je na home na on enjoy day no because from a sorry na timi say party kese be so e wo baabi ntinye pa odisu ni be fra sorry dem no asa de akọ party na se debi o so de ache maame no asan so de ache NDC fo nyina ntinya de se o de nsam bia ahye ni munti papa ne de onko na onkonko jinani na President John Dramani Mahama so de nsem bebre etudwa na amanfo dodo na hu ne se nsem papa yi kiken Edorson because Otachi vital near ekoso. He talked about security. He talked about the birthday of the chief of staff. He talked about Jume someone this is sharing sa or Timidini. He also talked about President Donald Trump weekend the assassination attempt and ka tono no tiremwa. that time na event na say only vice president omu nyina wo event ba kwase no na enye ne kwan so no because anything can happen any kwan so omu mienu so krasa full plane ba ko enti ye be ko na yakwa kotie President John Dramani Mahama because then some of the two jano amanfo see emu rem. What is the man trying to talk about? Because he was straight, say anything can happen. Only Professor Jena na Opokwa Jeman. So when we copy event bakwasia, you don't know what can happen. And as we speak now, security there, omu be finishing up because the security of the vice president, the security of the chief of staff, the security of the president himself, they were all at one gathering. Na ema bambonu mu because ABSC, he was talking about the fact that all of us saw how they grabbed the two presidents. President's name, President or Trump, and then the vice president. Omu dragi omu free event na say. And you know chemwa, a very big honor. Say omu defile and I say all these protocols omu abuso omu miensa chief of staff, vice presidents, and the president's name omu abe PML PIWC trasako enti ono de onim se bibia ensi na omo ebetoa so na omo abo adwuma osi mrebi odi adwuma she chief of staff nsa na ochiremu a opo bia ma local government no yetimi atoto din ehu street names ene ade se de be ya yebetimi ehu ba bi port bibia si aha na si ye yenim se ha na si ye ye kwakodi dwumason bi yenim se ha na ye kwakoye no obi ti ba bi a odi boni bi yenim ba bi be locate na kwakoche no osi 3 months pepepe odi adwuma no ehye honorable Julius Debransa 3 months pepepe okoye na papa yi aye adwuma no kama nti ono de onim se papa no obo adwuma nti o chief of staff wa amre oye ya no say oh we dey say minimum Adabraka na be chief of staff e de enfama me enti eno ene nsemo a President John Dramani Mahama e di etudwa enti nkomo de oni omu edi bebre ema ekoye enigisem kakra any because some of them were full of remorse and this for do na no mo ho no omu no omu se ma mi ko pass sa commenter ama se also mo patch ama chief of staff ensu enti President John Dramani Mahama ede ensem bebre na ode etudwa ewo program no ase chief of staff ni 60th birthday ho enom dia chopa ekoye in favor of Dr. Mary Ewuzi, CEO of Free Zones. Now a lot of people say maame no a chopa ne de enye hwe because maame ne din kan be pa chow na as to said Apostle Eric nyameche waje atuma na se onyi ntumu no PIWC trasako ho na confirmation e ban se papa no age acheopa no e de atum na amafo se da bi maame no ye ntwene sensen kakra because the comments no ye no enye because he made a reference said 2023-2024 na NPP wa ban mu omo ehu bibia mfa free womanti bibia mfa free papa no ho concerning Galamsey na here then na 2026 NDC wa ban mu de papa yi anasa osofo aba bonten kasa de afa Galamsey ho na bi mu so si da bi this man has been on Galamsey since I adwin say you will clamp down Galamsey activities no papa yi kasa edru maybe mo ko site kra ko bomb paye ko ye enema bebre e wo site enti onti ase kra se den ena maami di tudwa se NDC baye na sese wo mo hu se papa yi e de ensem tudwa enti akoye ensem bebre ebi mu ese yensa ke maami na ema ni nyina nchen kakra ebi mu se president ntwena so ebi mu so se o mo fa nche no na de asam ne fa ne ho kra de ache na wo ni hwan na akọ frese ye nyini mfi na konya so a CEO of Free Zone enti eno ene ensem a as we speak now no koso ye be tie President John Dramani Mahama ne nsem a ode etudwa no ye be ma mo ahwe bi na mo tie bi enso so enti ye be ma mo etie President John Dramani Mahama ne nsem a ode etudwa no ebi because ekoye ye menka say omo ho nyina ase ahwie nso nyunu e de agu omo so because chief of staff presidential and as a president hopeful na mama papa yi eti ni so ama e wose obi foforo na be krokro no se de sebe e bia ne bibia film eji President John Dramani Mahama kasaye yenko ne go tie ne emra sisi.
Nowadays I'm tempted to preach, but I'll restrain myself today because nowadays I'm tempted to preach, but I'll restrain myself today because the sermon we've heard has been one of the best sermons I've listened to in a long time. And I want to thank Apostle Nyamiche because it's not the first time I'm listening to him preach, but the thing about his preaching is he breaks it down so well that you think that he's talking to you personally. I don't know where he took the theme about names from, but it's so relevant. Like he said, your name will outlive you. You're born a baby, you look beautiful, everybody wants to cuddle you. You grow up, you might be handsome, but you look good, you're young, you're virile. And then once you start growing old, your faculties start getting impaired. The body starts withering before you even go into the grave. And after you go into the grave, your beauty, your riches, nothing else matters. It's the name you left behind that matters. And so when you talk about names, why are we all here today? Because of somebody who's dear to us. But I'll draw your attention to something. One of the major things they tell us when you reach the high office of president and vice president is not to drive in the same car together. They won't allow you to do it. Myself and Nana cannot fly in the same plane together. And as much as possible, they avoid us being at the same event together, unless it's a very important event that is unavoidable. So if today you see the president and the vice president here at this church, is in honor of somebody who's made a name. This morning I was watching TV and there were some gunshots at the White House press corps dinner. And it's a ceremony traditionally the president and vice president attend. And when the gunshots rang out, you should have seen the Secret Service people bundling the president and the vice president out. And so I'm sure today our security have taken extra precaution because two of us are here. But let me come back to Apostle's theme. And that is, why are we all here? It's because of the name that our friend, our brother, our father, Julius has made. Like he said, I met him a little way back when he was Eastern Regional Chairman of our party. And at the time, I had been made vice president. I've been made running mate, and so I went with him to campaign. And I took note of his calm nature, efficiency, affable friendliness. He commanded the executive in Eastern Region, not because they were afraid of him, but because they respected him. And so I took note of him. And so when the opportunity came, I first sent him to local government as my minister. I'd become a bit frustrated with local government. There was too much technocracy there. And I wanted a certain thing done, street naming and house numbering. And so I looked around and I said, look, I know the person who can do this. And so I sent Julius to the local government ministry. 8 months, anywhere I went, there were street names, house numbers. And so when I needed a chief of staff, it was not very difficult for me to decide who it was. He's been a friend, he's been loyal, and I'm sure that all of you, when his name is mentioned, you have something to say about him. He's efficient, he's hardworking, he's kind, he's generous. Julius will share his last resource with anybody who comes up to him. And so we all have good things to say about his name, and that's why we're all gathered here to celebrate him at 60. Then I was ordered under pain of divorce to deliver a special message from his best friend, my wife, Lodina. She said I should say happy birthday to you from her, and that it's unfortunate she can't be here with us, but I should especially say happy birthday to you. But I'll tell you something funny. We went to the US together. I went to do the program on the transatlantic slave trade. And she went at the invitation of Melania Trump. And so we were coming back together through London to come to Accra. And we had known that our daughter-in-law was pregnant.
I didn't know it was so close, but just before we were to take off to London to continue to Accra, she received a message that her daughter-in-law was almost due. At that time, bombs were still flying in Dubai. So I said, oh, why don't we go to Accra? Let's wait and let the bombs stop, and then we can see how we can get you in. The woman refused. She said, my daughter-in-law is where they are bombing. I want to be there when she delivers. And so she said, Nyamema Mujwa, bye-bye. And she left to Dubai. That's why she can't be here. She's doing her grandmotherly duties. But she said to tell you that she wishes you all that you wish yourself, you and your family, the children, and everybody that is dear to you. We wish you a happy, happy, happy 60th birthday. Welcome to the Senior Citizens Club. From now, you are 60 and above. You are supposed to behave in a certain way. No more Asaboni dancing. And as Apostle Nyami said, you must behave nobly and walk gently and do everything like a senior citizen. So thank you very much, everybody who has come here. God richly bless you. Thank you.
Please, let's celebrate our president.
John Dramani Mahama nsem na ye kokotie ya o kiremu yes 60 years there was a chief of staff or her na namon tutuo bi ye ohun nti ye say omukọ jogging no wi aerobics no ya na asa no watete so because this year no senior citizen mu na wawura no we 60 and above nti o December bre na etudwa yi nyina ye kọ ya iko ATB ye beto aso na ye de ensem no amamo ye bekọ Kumase ye bekọ Asante Mantem na ye de ensem efiri ho no eba no de amamo arehosem ene say an Indian national bia wote ho ne din Davindra Singh na Davindra Singh ye beto dwa say wayira ama omo ne omo ye adwuma ewo eye Kumase oni omo ye adwuma no omo ahwehwe na omo enhu no over 3 days no omo hu eye omo boss Davindra Singh na eno ena enche ye bia reporter eba chirimu a papa yi omo ekohu no se oda ono ankasa ne car boot ewo eye ahenema kokoben kwan ne so okay ono ote ahenema kokoben na sokoban kwan ne so ba bia efre ho konkolie ho ena omo hu se papa yi wakopake ne omo pake ne car e de esi ho omo kohwe na papa yi wawu eda car nim amana kwakoye arehosem omo ho ne bi echirimu a omo hu se amanfo be pake car e de esi ho no ndo se car na sei enti no mo beja wo ho no ma omo ekoye na omo hu se first day second day 3 days na car no da so si ho ti omo ko report ya na se Davindra Singh omo ne omo ye adwuma ko report se omo boss ayira enti eno eno omo amo etini ya hwehwe omo ko hu ne car omo ko hwe na papa yi wawu edemu a sabe body no kra eye asai enti quickly no ye be kwa kwaji enchemu on this particular one ye wi ani aba say what is really going on Ghana Police Service omo ayade omo etimi achi suspect baako ewo Kumase ti yenko ne yenchemu we ne emra sese.
Okay, abusia enche na me de betu mo nim se one Indian waira ewo eye Kumase Asante Mantem ha se ye hwehwe for the past 3 days ni ayenhu no ampa edi Ghana Police achi ene omo aba bepiem ewo ye sokoban kwan no so ye frekuo bi konkoli eho na ya ba behu se ya pake eye Davindra Singh e ka no esi se ye kunu edem na police fo guso amene ka se we live update omo guso omo ye hwehwemu ampa omo bi e ka no ehwe ye no eye no krese eye Davindra Singh no wowu ayede na sheka no buta emoja ewo ne ho nti afa na Ghana Police ehwe se eyetuo ne yede bo no na sekan ene yede bo no na ye ne wo mo timantem ha ne bi kasa no wo mu kire se man ba kopam ade wa ha and ebo anajobe one which is 3 days today no na man ne hu se ya ba pake car no esi ahase no onde wonim se bia nipa kro no car no na asei na onde wa pake esi ha nti hu se nipa bi mu apie Africa ni mu a wo mu de wo mu si o man pake car no wa hase ene se eja wo mu nya ne nte ye se India ni ba kwa wo mu no eye adwuma no wayira nti wo mu bu opie wo mu kire no na ye bedu ha be hwe car no na chese eyampa se eye Davindra Singh no wowu edaka ni mu a police fo guso a wo mu ye eye hwehwemu nti ye hwe se eye no kre se obi ne kun no ana se heart attack bi ana se de ana ono ana edi ne ho bone a Ghana Police eguso eye hwehwemu se wo mu de update no ebebra nti stay tuned na Dum TV de ebekoso bia na de bebra mu ama mahwe.
way any arehosema esi ye ewo Kumasi ama India, you could see say Indians for bebre and no omo ewo crime and as a crime scene wa omo enyina ehwe say omo nipa a omo ne ye adwuma wo Ghana ha na so omo ne te ewo Ghana ha ewo Kumasi ahenema kokoben e no mote ene ekohu ne car no ewo Konkoli sokoban kwan ne so eho ne ekohu say ne car ne si wa yakunu ede na hye car ne mu eti as we speak now medinkan at the update no emamo say Ghana Police Service omo at the release about it say omo ensa ka suspects ne baako enti way on your screens a police arrest one in connection with murder of Indian national in Kumasi. IGP deploy special team eti IGP in special team ni de onim say omo ebo adwuma Black Maria no ekoka ho kradia na say asem no aye foforo. The police have arrested one person in connection with the murder of an Indian national Davindra Singh in Kumasi. The suspect is currently in custody and assisting with investigations. Nti omo chemu a omo ache eye suspect baako a omo susu say Davindra Singh a oye na India ni a wo free mu no ne amse ne nsa ewo mu bi na mapapa yi free mu. The deceased had earlier been reported missing and police had commenced efforts to locate him. On 25th April 2026 at about 2 p.m. police received information that the victim's vehicle had been found at the outskirts of Sabin Akrofom near Royal Limousin Hospital. A team of officers proceeded to the scene and found the vehicle parked by the roadside. 25th no omunyantie say we about 2 p.m. on omunyantie say omahu papa yi car say apake esi Sabin Akrofom around one so Konkoli, that is on your me can say Sokoban kwan so hwa baby and omuhu say car no esi ho near Royal Limousin Hospital. Ti officers no ntem ekopie mu ewo car no ho na then see upon inspection the lifeless body of the deceased was discovered in the boot of the vehicle with multiple stab wounds. Nti omchemu a omuhu say baby bebre omo de sekan awowo papai ama free moja aye ne ho nom de na to ono ankasa ne car boot and omo ede na to omo park car na si kwan ho. The Ashanti Regional Crime Scene Management team processed the scene, after which the body was conveyed to the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital morgue for preservation and autopsy. The vehicle has since been impounded for further investigations. Omuma emuno so deni free crime scene ho e de ne kopie mu e Konfanochi Teaching Hospital emu krabia ho omo ekokra emuno no masanso hwehwemu se eden pote ena eku Davindra Singh ena car no so omo age de asi police for akache omo ede car no ebepoa na omo aye further investigations. The IGP has deployed a special team made up of intelligence officers and homicide investigators to support the Ashanti Regional Police Command in ongoing investigations and to ensure the arrest of all persons connected to this crime. Chochemo IGP and the special forces with homicide investigators team and intelligence officers omo akomu nyina bom edem akopiem ewo Kumasi Asante Mantemu se omo koboa na omo enye hwehwemu se de be ya yebehu de unipa property omo hyehye kira ma Davindra Singh papai etimi efrimu yaya sa. The police assure the public that every effort is being made to bring the perpetrators to justice and urge anyone with relevant information to assist the investigations. Anyway, Ghana Police Service Deputy Superintendent of Police Head Public Affairs Unit Ashanti Region Godwin Ahianyo ono ene nsashe krata yasia omo edi ababonten se obia ensa ebetimi akabi diwe akwakoya rehosem for the Indian nationals omo ewo Kumasi akwakoya rehosem se omo eni omo panyi etubata efri omo krom kwantenten ababe piem ewo Ghana ha sei na omo beye adwuma na obi ebetimi age omo epanyi kwa edi efri ne nsem sa akwakoya rehosem ti on your screens crime scene no baby rehosem ni si na ankasa na ohwe ne car no ene si ho no car no kia na esi ho no mo a omo body no di na free boot omo de to body sack mu no omo de na kopiem Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. Nti we have crime management team under the Ghana Police Service omo ene kopiem e wo scene ho na omo eboa ama on-site investigations omo beye ewo ho ansana omo every ho no makakopie ewo office no ma try investigations ne so nti akwakoya ho sem papa yi the picture and that screens ne so no very fine manner Indian arehosem sei akwakoto no akwakoye arehosem ewo Asante Mantemu ho nti ye bedi nsem na chi ni ahwe Ghana Police Service omo anamo omo betu the special team omo free nkran ha kopiem ewo Asante Mantemu so omo emodem bo betimi abo na yensa etimi aka omo share kire ni nyina no ye bedi nsem na chi update bi atofo mo a yemfa enkame ya hwefo ewo Penax TV. That is the update from Kumasi. Now akwakoya arehosem because mentiasi as we speak now Ghana Police Service ebo omo homodin se pin kwa na beto for mo be make sure so be hwehwe mu akosi ase intimenti ase still na people are I mean with a crime rate no still na esanso man humane so ewo Kumasi especially as you see the Ghana Police Service omo abomodin achi nipa baako in connection of this particular crime no eti ye better Ghana Police Service omo ase ni asese omo enyere omo ho no omo to adwumadie ne so omo embo adwuma se de omo no pepepe na papa ye se ne company ewo Kumasi very big a one employing kofu bebre ni Indian nationals ni bi ye adwuma wo ho ena Kumasi timemufo omo Kumasi ana Asante Mantemu dodo na omo around ahenuma kokome omo so dodo na ye adwuma ewo ne company a obua ati unemployment so kakra na obi nim de ko ba ya ema ewuo yi etimi eba mu say ye business obi na wakakosisi no anase obi na epe bibia free no ho he was a target because of niema bi belongings niema bi ana won nchen eni nti na ma niema we kosi ya obi enim ena ohwenchiremu na there were stabbed wounds and I say there were knife stabs ewo papa ne ho moja ewo no ho eti utimu se nipa no say allegedly no sheda no de sekan ewo no as to what exactly na no mo hwehwe every papa no hone de investigations from Ghana Police Service ne betimi a kire na ye hu de eko eti we arehosem a asi ewo Asante Mantemu a ye de update no ma ya hwefo ewo Penax TV so ebeto ansem no so Ghana Police Service omo anchen na ye sanso akọ na Sami Jemfi Gold Board CEO ne papa efrimu ema ne koye ensem bebre ewo Ghana ha sei na omo a yensa etimi kan omo a suspect a ye chi omo no me no ka sei reporter eba reporter eba chemu a omo ye di omo yensa kan omo ye di omo ko Adabraka police station bobo basem kofi omu adwane every police station ho on your screens suspected killers of Sami Jemfi's father-in-law reportedly escaped from Adabraka police custody. Enti me no ka say there kame say omo e de omo ho akanwura Adabraka ho de nwura bia nse da ni ho tutu so omo de omo ho awura baabi na em say omo e de omo ho akwakosie enti as we speak now there Ghana Police Service omo start here omo launch manhunter omo e de ehwehwe emrantie. So 2 suspects reportedly being held in connection with the murder of the father-in-law of Gold Board Chief Executive Officer and legal practitioner Sami Jemfi have allegedly escaped from police custody at the Adabraka police station in Accra. Initial reports indicate the escape occurred in the early hours of the morning, sparking immediate concern over security protocols at one of the capital's major police detention facilities. Ahomachin anasa no papa and that juade and ebeto just say omumu mienu ase omo na cells ho ese omo puno nani adwane sa na report no kire enti ama ensem no ababe hu and people are questioning the security can said the security the security protocols are Adabraka police station because it is one of the major police detention centers. As a police chiwa first baby I do be call police detention center on your police station bia ya na mota wo cells wo hono mo itimi ede wo atwini mu kakra for some time because yentimi found obi wo hani tie net na counter back na oti ho uti anye ye na ode enu mu awrem kakra na wo obi obe ha adwen a esi alokew ede wa hyem enti saa detention center CB and nkofo mienu reportedly and as eba say omo afri detention center ho e de omo akenwa. The suspects were said to have been in police custody as investigations continued into the murder case, which had already attracted significant public attention due to Sammy Jemfi's national profile. And some said the Bobo Baye said the name Musitiano. Among for the door, no many didn't some because of the public figure. Sammy Jemfi or and Tina for any din some and then unfortunately Abaye alleged say Nkofumi or more free police custody. Details surrounding the circumstances of the jailbreak remain limited, but security agencies are expected to launch an urgent manhunt to rearrest the escapees and determine how the breach occurred. Enti omuchemwa enti bi ombe launch manhunt na omo ahwehwe nsem na Mr. Amankwa ano ena yes Sammy Jemfi ni papa o free mu na on your screen say here one of the suspects as at the time I chi omo no na ye de omo eko police custody somewhere 18th February 2026 and papa e free mu after sustaining gunshot wounds man papa no e free mu allegedly na ye armed robbery attack and eko so a papa no edi e free mu enti somewhere 18 February no papa yi otimi e free mu Wednesday na investigations so ama omonsa etimi kan some of the suspects omo ebi ewo screens no so ewo screens ne so no 1 week of papa yi data ewo Ashanti region ama akwakoye ensem bebre enti eno amu ne eguso investigations enkofo ayensa kan omo edom ko police custody no omo allegedly ebobo ba se omo free police station ho omo ede omo ho akenwura na before I beto aso no ye be mamo some shots and as some videos as at the time yensa kan san kofu na hwe omo ye in case ho na ba akotofa side na hu na we a police for asutre quickly ni yenko hwe time ye che omo no fresh no na yensa amra meto aso mfama mo.
Please don't take the faces of the suspect. You can take them from the back and they give you. No back. Yes, the back. So, good afternoon to you, the Inspector General of Police, members of the Police Management Board, colleague officers, friends from the media. We welcome you this afternoon to the
video amko hey wo emra yensa ekan suspects na na police Ghana Police Service na omo ema ye update na ye hu ensem no said ye esi etie enti omo ene da screens no so no omo mu mienu allegedly ye the report na mamu achemu a omo ede omo akenwura ye expect say enche bia ye belanche manhunt na ye de ahwehwe omo so ometimi asanso ache omo bio na omo ede omo asanso akọ se be ya be hu kwan ben so no mo fa ya omo timi edwane edi free because as we speak now omo enche dan hunu kwan ya omo fa so a omo etimi edi pie free cells hono a akwakoye ensem bebre enti omo eguso omo be ye hwehwemu ne ehu ba bia asem ni nyina ebekọ akopie ena yenim so se emre ekọ animu no live on Pentecost TV the updates be bremo as to the public affairs unit of the Ghana Police Service. What exactly are they saying on this particular jailbreak akoso ewo Adabraka police station no and also update na top from pay ye be ma mu nyina maso enso so atibi enti that is the update surrounding Sammy Jemfi ni papa and as a father-in-law ofri mu somewhere February 2026 papa free mu ya man koye nsem bebre yenim se ni padodo na no mo ani edi nsem na chi as to hefa and nsem ni nyina begwa kosi asisi am no kasa investigations as when investigations ekoso asanso aman kofi omo etimi free Ghana Police Service o makache Adabraka police station enti yebehwe na yehu baby ansem we nyina ebekọ akakopie because as we speak now there yehu baby omode omo ehu akoka yehu baby omafa yehu baby omakakopie na se ya homachi dia na se ampa so omafri jail hono mu oma jailbreak every police station one more. I'm sure as we speak now they say coordinated jailbreak and a course of bia or more arrange ye ma car be far or more mana or much share one so be pay every one mark of pay before as we speak now they are still within the vicinities of Accra. And I says Accra Central. Yes, so there. Maybe the Kangura, baby, I go home, maybe a bear quintin. I say, a Ghana Hanko idea. In himself, Yensa, a bit me a communi Padona, Bonnie be say Coswa. Now, a person who tries on be breaky board and no more copium, a will for Frosso. But then never hear, say Ghana Immigration Services who bet me a ball, a borders no home buying, said the Baya, or more a free mono with the intelligence of the Ghana Police Service. No bet me a more the instructions, and as on bet me a more the intelligence. Another information say on betimi apoa na your podesne so especially eko Cote d'Ivoire and as eko Togo ni nyina ni mienu no betimi ahwe na omo abo ho eban de ama Ghana tememufo because in some way there amount for do na edi echire amidst a lot of circulations cost gold board samigen fee on wangasa na asa koto ne family sa no na chesa amount for any edi ensem na chipa yen so yemfa asem beto from bia emfa kamemu that is the update free samigen fee ne father-in-law Mr. Amankwa nipa bonifo bi ekoje ne nkwa free ne nsem yaya no. That is the update I did every honom ye de ebremo enti ye behwe de de achi de be free ho ababia ye de ebema mo nam so matimi achibi enti aha Pinax TV ye de updates dodo na na ye de ebremo ye de mu besi he ya ye besan so ahia bio.